So before starting the video, I would like to apologize to our subscribers as regarding an immediate surgery, I was hospitalized and was not able to do voiceovers and post regularly. But from this video, the updates will be regular. And also I want to thank each one of you for supporting us. That really means a lot to us. So you probably know the story of the great irony of the Titanic. The ship hailed as unsinkable sank after it struck an iceberg on its very first trip across the Atlantic Ocean. The maiden voyage of the White Star liner Titanic, the largest ship ever launched, ended in a disaster. The Titanic started her trip from Southampton for New York on Wednesday. Late on the Sunday night, she struck an iceberg off the Grand Banks of Newfoundland. So, this is the story of Titanic that we all know. But there's a conspiracy theory that claims that the ship never sank. So, to know the full story, stay with me till the end of this video. So, hey guys, this is me back again from Factside. I hope you're all having a lovely day. And before moving further, I'll request you to smash that subscribe button so that you won't miss any update. So, let's get along the video. Over the years, people have spoken about Titanic and learned how it sunk on that dreadful night in April 1912 in the icy waters of the North Atlantic. It took more than 1,500 of its 2,200 passengers to the bottom. So what if I tell you that there's this crazy conspiracy theory that claims that the ship never sank, and the shipwreck that's found at the bottom of the Atlantic is some other ship named as Olympic. You see, both Titanic and Olympic were owned by a company named White Star Line. And according to this theory, the White Star Line swapped ships for the voyage from Southampton to New York, putting the older Olympic ocean liner in the place of the brand new Titanic. The theorists claim that the purpose of the evil machination was simply an insurance scam to claim the compensation, along with the fear that the company would lose credibility if its flagship sank on its maiden voyage. What's more, the conspiracy theory suggests the entire crash was an insurance scam gone wrong. You see, in the early 20th century, there was a war going on between the big passenger ship lines, with White Star Line and Cunard Steamship Company, both British and being arch rivals. The Cunard flagships were Lusitania and Mauretania, both faster than the existing White Star Line ships prior to the Titanic. In 1902, financier J.P. Morgan bankrolled the White Star Line, putting the company's chairman J. Bruce Ismay on a path to build luxury ships to be known as Olympic-class ships. They would have to be bigger, faster, and more expensively built. They were the Olympic, the Titanic, and Britannic. The lead ship was Olympic, the first to be built. Its first few voyages were very successful. However, on its fifth voyage, the vessel ran into serious trouble. On September 20th, 1911, the Olympic collided with the HMS Hawke just off the coast of the Isle of Wight. The Olympic made an unexpected turn and the two ships crashed. The Olympic was able to limp back to the port, suffering major damage. A trial would later hold the White Star Line responsible for the incident. Serious problems then ensued for the ship's owners, White Star Line. First, they could not claim back the insurance money for the damage to the ship from the incident, as the Olympic was responsible for the collision. Second, the maiden voyage of the Titanic would have to be delayed from March 20 to April 10. That meant they would not have money to pay the bills, plus, they would have the cost of repairing the Olympic. Third, the British White Star Line was losing revenue, also losing face to main competitor, the Cunard Steamship Company Limited. So, the owners had to plan a way to get some compensation for the ship, according to the far-fetched theory that the actual Titanic never sank. The White Star Line had to come up with a way to claim back the revenue lost due to the Olympic incident. According to the conspiracy theory, the company would switch the name of the wrecked Olympic to the newly built Titanic, while the Olympic would be presented as the Titanic. This meant that the true Olympic should travel as the Titanic and be made to wreck so that the White Star Line could collect an insurance payment befitting a brand new ship. In order for the Olympic to look exactly like the newer Titanic, work should be done. The floors should be covered with carpet, as the Olympic had tile floors dirted with spilled drinks and footprints. Other parts of the ship would have been changed, like removing cabins on B deck from the actual Titanic and replacing them with the Olympic's promenade to make the switch more believable. However, the sea deck portholes of the Olympic could not be changed to look like the Titanic's. The former ships were unevenly spaced while the Titanics were even, an argument giving more credit to the theory that the Titanic never sank. So you see, the switching of the two ships was not a task to pass unnoticed, according to the theory. People who had built the Titanic and the seamen who had sailed with the Olympic would be the first to tell the difference and expose the switch. Over the years, people who had worked in the shipyard knew that the two ships were in fact swapped, and if they told anyone, White Star Line told them it would be the last day at their job, the theorists claim. Obviously, those people would have to be kept quiet about the theory that the Titanic never sank because they had families to feed, the theory goes. So, this is a convenient presumption that is used as a fact and cannot be proven, and no concrete evidence of the Titanic conspiracy stands up to the evidence presented by the theorists. So that's it for today's video. I hope that you liked it. If you like our content, then please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel, as this would mean a lot to us. So this is me taking your leave from Fact Side. See you in the next video.